From some.
Please rise and join us in the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Des Moines County Supervisors. Tuesday, September 17th, 2024. Are there any changes to the tentative agenda? I have none. Just have an agenda. Meet with department heads and elected officials. Sarah Doty, Des Moines County Auditor.
Good morning. I have the canvass from the school election on Tuesday on the agenda, and it did pass. So I did have an issue where I ran out of ballots at a couple precincts, but I was trying to cut back a little bit on cost, and we only had 504 people show up at the last special last year, so we threw a lot away. We have a general coming up that we will spend a big chunk on for ballots, so just trying to cut back a little bit, but they ended up voting on the OVI, so everything worked out just fine. The new equipment went really well. Didn't have any issues with that, so all the poll workers liked it. So trucking along, we have a lot going on in the office, getting ready for the general, but
I used the OBI system. It
Yep.
worked really, really slick. I never I walked in and they said they were out of ballots.
yep.
Wait, but they said we've got, so, they even explained it to me and I understood it, so.
Yep, it's just a touch screen that you select your pledges on, and then it prints the ballot out for you, and you put it in the OVO.
After it's asked you, if it shows it back to you and says,
Yep.
is this correct?
Yep,
Then it prints it out so you can see how you voted.
yep. And then you stick it in the machine like you would your regular paper ballot, so
I thought that worked well.
they're handy.
Thank you, Sarah. Colin Gertz, IT.
Good morning, just keep busy like always, nothing really new to report, so,
Thanks, Colin.
yep.
Kevin Glendenning, Des Moines County Sheriff.
Good morning. Same for us, plenty going on, projects are moving forward, we're quite busy ourselves, but no really major news for the board. The jail was at 100 adults this morning, 28 out of county. Our wait list on residential facilities up, it's still at 8. And the list is kind of getting old. With that, we'd be reduced by 8 out of county, but it is what it is, so we keep working on that. But on the prison side, they're doing really good. It's typically less than a week wait to move anyone to Oakdale, so that's going well.
But that has improved.
With that?
That has improved.
Yes, it has. It really has. And good communication. If there's some kind of holdup, they let us know. But other than, back when COVID was an issue, after moving through that, it's been really good.
Thanks, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Rodney Bleesner, Maintenance Director.
Good morning, just busy. The new health department, they're working on the punch list they walked through last week, and so that's coming along on the final stages of that, so looking forward to that here in about a month or so, other than that, just keep busy, nothing new to report.
Thank you, Rodney. Zach James, Land Use.
Yeah, good morning. Things are going pretty well. Had a lot of subdivisions here recently, and now just kind of waiting on people to meet us down here to get them recorded. I got a little backlog of approved ones, but otherwise, got a couple violations we're working through. One person that's been working with us to resolve that. The other one, not so much yet. So we'll kind of see where that goes, and may have to have a work session or something to talk through some of that. But otherwise, things going pretty well.
Thank you, Zach.
Yep.
Janelle Nally-Alonquist, Des Moines County Treasurer.
Good morning. We're just plugging along with collections of property taxes, and this is the next to the final reminder that taxes are due on Monday, September 30th.
Thank you, Janelle. Shannon Prado, Des Moines Emergency Management Director.
Good morning. I don't really have anything new to
That's
report.
good news.
Yep.
Angie Vaughn, Safety Director.
Good morning, just keeping busy. I do want to thank Colin and his team. They are an excellent group and get a lot of things done for us when trouble strike, so just thanks to them for all the work that they do.
Thank you, Angie. Natalie Steffner, Des Moines County Recorder.
Good morning. Everything's going well in the recorder's office. Nothing new to share at this time.
Thank you, Natalie. Brian Carter, Des Moines County Engineer.
Good morning. They are pouring the second bridge deck today, so poured the first one last Tuesday, and that went well, and it's cured out actually, so they can start stripping forms and everything they need to do. And today they're pouring the one on Upper Flint, so again, good progress. So that's in the works. Couple funding agreements on the agenda. Those are for the 2 bridge decks we're gonna do next summer. Yeah, plenty of things going on. I don't know if Danville passed it or not, but the MOU for Danville was on the council agenda, which I didn't know until late yesterday afternoon, but it was on the council agenda last night. So assuming they passed it, I'll get their signature or their signed copies and get it onto the agenda for you guys to sign and approve, and we'll get that taken care of. And I haven't heard back from Burlington yet, so that's still a work in progress. And yeah, plenty of stuff going on, but that's the big stuff.
Thank you, Brian.
Can I speak now?
Sure.
I'm Jackie Myers. Some of you have probably heard I am no longer clerk of court for Des Moines County. I have accepted a position in court administration in charge of clerk of court operations for the whole district. So what that means is.
Congratulations.
Thank you, I'm very, very excited. So what that means is we have a new clerk of court, and I'd like to introduce Sarah Maddox. If you wanna stand up, Sarah.
Hi.
She took her oath on August 30th, and I'm very excited. She has been with the judicial branch for 25 years, and she did work here in Des Moines County years before, and then she went back to Louisa County, which she lives in Wapello. But you guys will give her a warm welcome, and she'll do a wonderful job for you all.
Welcome aboard,
That's the
Sarah.
familiar faces. Yes.
Thank you. Welcome aboard, Sarah.
Thank you so much,
Congratulations.
appreciate it, thank you.
Okay. Correspondence.
I had none.
I have none. But I had. Proceed to discussion and vote. We have accounts payable claim in the amount of $3,298,148.56.
Move to approve.
Second. Sarah.
Jim Carrey,
Yes.
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Tom Broker.
Yes.
Thomas, if I may, Chris just texted me. He's on a conference this week. His only update is that discussion we'll have at the work session about the flooding in West Burlington and Isaac Walton Lake, so.
Okay, I believe that's the 30th.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Shane. We have payroll reimbursement claims in the amount of $689.94.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Sarah.
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Jim Carrey,
Yes.
Tom Broker.
Yes. And we have resolution 2024-46, the Great River Housing Trust Fund local match. And we go through this at budget time. Is there any discussion?
I don't necessarily have anything new. I mean, like you said, we talk about it, the projects going on, the chip and match. We have a golf outing we do every year that's actually next week. We're raising money to help with the local match, and then we kind of have some other ways we gotta come up with, be creative to come up with match to match the grant. I don't know the exact amount this year, but it's gonna be probably around $550,000, which is one of the bigger ones that we've ever done. So the match is gonna be a little more imperative this year, because we gotta match it on a percentage basis, but yeah, you guys have done this for probably, I don't know, 5 or 10 years now at least.
So longer than that. Okay, resolution 2024-46, a resolution authorizing Des Moines County to financially support the Great River Housing Trust Fund for fiscal year 2026. whereas that said Des Moines County is a duly recognized governing body acting under the laws of the state of Iowa, and whereas that said Des Moines County is assisting this regional development activity will sustain a viable housing program for the entire region, and whereas Des Moines County is a member of the Great River Housing Trust Fund, a regional housing nonprofit corporation that assists low and moderate income households in the region. And whereas Des Moines County residents and businesses have benefited economically through sustained taxes and supply purchasing through the Great River Housing Trust Fund's programs. Now therefore be it resolved by the members of the Des Moines County Board of Supervisors that Des Moines County will contribute $12,500 cash match to the Great River Housing Trust Fund in fiscal year 2026, thus benefiting low to moderate income households in the county and region.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Sarah?
Shane McCampbell.
Yes.
Jim Carrey.
Yes.
Tom Broker.
Yes.
Thanks for the work you do on that, Zach, appreciate
Thank you
it.
guys. Wouldn't be possible without our local matching funds to do the stuff that we can do, so.
If you want my continued support, keep the resolution short.
I can cut a few lines out of there next year, maybe. I got an idea, okay, for every line we cut, we'll add a little bit to the local match request.
You might think you're gonna do that. We'll start negotiating at the other end.
It was worth a shot.
I was on the phone for several hours regarding,
Yeah, I heard about that yesterday, yeah. Little problem client.
Okay, we have abatement of property taxes for the city of West Burlington. On July 25th, 2023, the city of West Burlington acquired parcels 1035-251-001 Lot B and 1035-202-006 Lot F. At closing, the city received prorated taxes in the amount of $267.22. Enclosed is a tax information sheet from the Des Moines County Treasurer's Office showing payment of the prorated taxes received for those parcels in the amount of $267.22. Also on September 14th, 2023, the city of West Burlington acquired parcel 1035-252-014 Lot M from Westman Mall Realty Holding LLC. At closing, the city didn't receive any prorated taxes as this was a donated right-of-way parcel. The city is requesting an abatement of all property taxes against these parcels due for 2023. These lots are for the Gear Avenue Trail, and the city is not generating any income from them. Please contact me if you have any questions regarding this matter. Sincerely, Angela Moore, Finance Manager. Mostly just a procedure. If the city's asked for a tax abatement, we have to give it to them. Which is not that I'm complaining, so I would entertain a motion to abate those taxes.
Move to approve.
second.
Sarah?
Jim Carrey.
Yes.
Shane McCampbell.
Yes.
Tom Broker.
Yes. And we have a resignation from the Des Moines County Conservation Board. Gentlemen, please accept my resignation from the Des Moines County Conservation Board upon receipt of this letter. I've been diagnosed with leukemia, and the disease is progressing to the point that my mobility is impaired. I'm entering hospice care this month. I began my tour on the Conservation Board in 2012, which means I've been active for the past 12 years. We have come over numerous problems during that period, but we have Big Hollow to show to the citizens of the county, along with numerous children's programs that are best in the state. I commend Chris Lee and his crew for their patience and understanding when faced with budget constraints and the frequent turnover of personnel. The citizens of the county are better off because of their dedicated duty. Sincerely, James Garnios. And Jim has done a great job. He's
Fantastic.
been out for a long time.
He will be missed. He was, you're up in conservation. His dad was a great conservationist.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll be thinking about him and remembering him in our prayers as well, but I'll second that.
Great citizen. Sarah?
Jim Carrey.
Yes.
Shane McCampbell.
Yes.
Tom Broker.
Yes. have an appointment for the Concordia Township trustee. Gentlemen, this letter is to recommend the appointment of the following person to serve as a Concordia Township trustee for a 3-year term beginning on July 1st, 2024. Lindsay Freeland, 6093 Madison Avenue, Burlington, Iowa. I have talked to Lindsay about the position and she is willing to serve if appointed. I'm still looking for another person to fill the second open Concordia Township trustee position and will notify you when I find someone who is willing to serve. If you have any questions or need further information, please feel free to contact me. Sincerely, Christine Horn, Township Clerk.
I motion to approve.
Sarah?
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Jim Carrey, Tom Broker.
Yes. A big thank you, Lindsay.
No doubt, she'll do a good job.
With these next two items, Brian, we've got a federal aid agreement for Bridge FR 14.
The first one is, for the North Gear, bridge deck that we're gonna do. The other is for the Danville Road bridge deck we're gonna do. We talked about these at great length. This is kind of the tail end of the paperwork. And this is a federal aid piece of paperwork, so no stamping, please, and just the signature. Otherwise, yeah, it's just a formal process. We're using federal aid dollars for both of these projects, so this is just something you haven't seen for quite a while because we didn't have federal aid dollars to deal with for quite a while, but we're back into that world now, so.
I move to approve federal aid agreement for Bridge FR 14.
Second. Sarah?
Shane McCampbell,
Aye.
Jim Carrey,
Yes.
Tom Broker.
Yes. I assume comments about the Federal Department of Transportation are probably verboten as well.
Fire away.
Okay.
It's an inefficient operation, just like all other federal stuff. These are both very roughly about $1 million jobs, just to give you an idea. I've got accurate engineer's estimates back somewhere buried on my email, but,
We have the identical documentation for Bridge PG 27. Anybody who's curious about which bridges those are, you can inquire
Well, that's-
with the county engineer.
that's what I mentioned. The
We'll show you
first
one
one
on the
is
map.
on North Gear, and the second is on Danville
Yeah.
Road. They're just local numbers. The first part of the title is the technical DOT project number. The last one's our local number, so we can actually identify it. So in 5 years, somebody knows what in the world it is. So.
Move to approve FG 27.
Second.
Sarah?
Jim,
Yes.
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Tom Broker.
Yes.
These will both bid, separate projects, but tied together, they both will bid in January. So, it should be a big month for us, cause I believe we're gonna bid our asphalt jobs in January also. Those all bid through the DOT.
That mean we won't be getting any more letters from college students on that bridge on your avenue?
Well, you got another 6 months, so don't rule it out. I'm sure they'll find something else to write a letter about.
We're occasionally signed as an assignment to
Yeah.
the
A literature
FCC,
class.
the letters to the county or the city or something like that, you know, give them a little
Oh.
practice
Yeah.
of how to complain.
In the proper manner. Yep, they do, they give a list. It's entertaining, cause each letter follows a very similar format and you get the same ones periodically over and over, so.
Okay, we have a canvas of the 2024 Burlington Community School District Special Election.
Well, out of 974 votes, 538 voted yes, 436 voted no, so it passed with a 55.24% yes.
Were there any additional votes or changes after the received after election day?
No. Nope, so I'll have my, audit on Thursday for precinct 4 in Union, and then after that, it's all wrapped up and done.
So I would entertain a motion.
Motion to approve the canvas of 2024 Burlington School District Special Election.
Perfect. Sarah?
Jim Carrey,
Yes.
Shane McCampbell,
Aye.
Tom Broker.
Yes. We will sign those after the meeting. We have a personnel action for conservation. Marcus Knack, environmental education manager. 30 months anniversary step increase. The previous rate was $55,036.80. The new rate is $56,259.84.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Sarah?
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Jim Carrey,
Yes.
Tom Broker.
Yes. And we have minutes for the regular meeting of September 10th.
Move to approve.
Abstain?
Second. Sarah?
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Tom Broker.
Yes. Any other business? Future agenda items. Colin?
So for future agenda items, I'd like to try to do a closed work session with the board and some of the department heads on, setting some kind of procedure that the county, puts in place for kind of handling FOA, requests. We've, kind of been lucky here the last few years, we've only had kind of a handful of them. But, from talking with the other counties, like, some of them have really, kind of struggled with them, had a hard time, and kind of been bombarded with, a lot of different things, so. There's a lot of, like, companies out there now that are kind of data mining and trying to, pull as much information they can from local, and state governments so that they can use that to create reports and then sell those to either, personal folks or businesses, so. Anyhow, I feel like the county should maybe have, like.
Some of them are revenue trolling.
Yes. So, how we go about that, I don't really know the perfect plan for it, but I think it's something we should talk about. Cause I do know, random offices get random photo requests and so.
We should talk to, Lisa and find out when it'd be convenient for one of them to be here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds like a good idea. Committee reports.
Have done.
I went to the Mental Health Agency Southeast Iowa Board of Governors meeting. Anyway, we awarded the contract for ACT services. This is a mandate, assertive community treatment. And it's mandated by the state that each region provide that. So the region has tried for at least 2 years, maybe 3, maybe even more, to get a proposal on it, to get somebody that would, anyway, so Elevate, the organization that provides the crisis, the mobile crisis team is going to provide that. We were really, really tickled to get a proposal. And assertive community treatment is for people with serious mental illnesses. About all I can say that I'm qualified to say is it's less intensive than a residential or inpatient care, but it's more intensive than traditional outpatient care. So we're looking forward to this. This is I think this is another step on the ladder. And we had a walkthrough for the new public health facility and sort of a punch list we went through there. Sewage drawers need to be leveled. Everybody look for stains in the paint or a dent in the wall and that sort of thing. And weren't completely done, but we gave them something to work on, so I believe I believe the furniture was delivered yesterday. So apparently they send it in 6 trillion pieces, and they send a team with it, and it takes them about a week to put it together. So,
When's the move-in date?
I think we're gonna have an open house on October, first part of October, second week, maybe something like that. But, hopefully we will start moving in. If they're putting furniture in this week, we're hopeful we get, if we don't start next week, it'd be the week after. So, it's, like everything else, what I do know about construction is the last 10% of the work takes 90% of the time, and the hair tearing and complaining. But they seem to be getting along fine, so we're making progress. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. How's that? Okay. Brings us to public input. If anybody from the public would like to comment or have a question, you can email the Board of Supervisors at board@dmcounty.com. That's BOARD@dmcounty.com. Or you can call 319-753-8203, extension 4. That's 319-753-8203, extension 4. We'll give you 2 minutes to initiate that email or that call. And in the meantime, does anybody in attendance have any comments or questions? You notice I'm not asking for complaints this time.
I don't have any complaints, I do have a couple questions.
Okay.
So the OBI, is that
OBI.
what does that stand?
Open elected voting equipment.
Elected?
Open elect voting.
Okay.
I thought it was OBI too.
B, as in vote.
My other question was Colin's request for a FOIA closed session. Does that meet the definition for a closed session?
I'll talk to county attorneys about it and, go over some of the ruling on it and see if it, see what qualifies for closed session.
I don't know if it does, so just curious. Thanks.
No problem. We were quiet today. Well, either of you gentlemen have any?
Yeah, I got a question. Did you miss my duck last week?
Yes. Actually, we had a duck. We did, yeah.
But it just wasn't the same.
It just wasn't-
I got run out of here, Jim, so I'm not gonna even try to do it again.
Let me tell you, I'd rather been here than where I was at, so.
Yeah, I tried to let my duck go off, and Tracy said, "You're no Jim," so I just got out of here before things got ugly.
If you let your hair grow out, what it might be.
My hair is grown out.
Oh, I need a haircut. I had an appointment last week, but I didn't get to go to it.
Are 2 minutes up?
No, nope. You just
Duck
don't-
hadn't went off yet?
You gotta wait on Daffy here.
See, when I ask questions, it helps from being on, or
Yes,
it
it does.
doesn't.
I was giving you a hard time. I don't even mind complaining. And I will adjourn.
Aye.
We are adjourned. The work session following the meeting, project tour with the county engineer.